Olá, boa noite. O Exou Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 9 de Under a Killing Moon. Ontem, depois de horas fugindo do robô guardião e juntando tirinhas de uma carta, descobrimos a localização do acesso ao Filho da Lua, onde a Liana, agora sequestrada pelo camaleão, está em risco de morte se o Tex não entregar o chip que pode destruir a arma. A Bá tem uma séria questão de lógica para contestar a GRS. Se a Condessa era o camaleão disfarçado, por que não esperou simplesmente o Tex entregar o pássaro de cristal, pagou e esperou ele ir embora e se afastar do caso? A única resposta que eu posso pensar é que ele é como o Dick Vigarista da Corrida Maluca ou os vilões do Scooby-Doo, que não se contém nem mesmo quando está em larga vantagem. Mas ainda pior do que essa situação imaginada pela Bá é o próprio fato da GRS ter mandado procurar o Tex Murphy. Nem o próprio Tex Murphy, nem o deus dos detetives particulares, lá no céu dos detetives particulares, confiaria no Tex Murphy para qualquer trabalho na face da Terra, ou em qualquer outro local do universo. Começo do dia 5. Bastião da Santidade, aqui o acesso ao Filho da Lua.
I heard that some rich guy a few years back bought the remaining pieces of an ancient European castle. This must be the place. As I approach the coordinates given in the shredded note from GRS, I see a massive structure jutting out from a deeply forested area. The bastion looks like a medieval castle, but there's nothing romantic about this place. It seems to lay there, a festering evil, like a paper cut gone bad. From here I can get a good look at the chameleon. He's pacing around, smoking like a brush fire and talking to himself. I don't know what he's smoking, but he looks higher than an infield fly. I've got to distract him somehow and get him out of the room. Then I'll figure out a way to get him out of here for good.
Eu tenho que trocar o cigarro dele, né?
In case you've forgotten, the fourth rule of a PI is don't get caught. Maybe you should get the chameleon to leave the main hall before you stroll in.
Isso eu acho que foi uma dica, né? Fazer o camaleão sair antes de entrar lá. O que é que eu tenho no inventário? Jornal, cartão de crédito, a lista dos compradores, o cigarrinho acendido, o relógio com o chip e a nota reconstruída. Então não é nada do inventário que eu tenho que usar. Ah, tem. Passagens internas.
This door appears to be sealed shut. I guess I'll need to look somewhere else. This door...
Opa, e aqui o que é?
Well, I'll be darned. That's Uncle Morty, and he was not a handsome man.
Tem nada para fazer aqui. Será que eu ponho o cigarro aceso na boca?
Well, that's not gonna work.
câmera no olho, não?
These weapons would be really useful if someone hadn't bolted them to the wall. 2 antique knights. I'll bet Rook wouldn't mind capturing these. Well, any cult that worships sea monkeys can't be all bad. I don't want to know what the chameleon uses this V-clamp for. Well, any cult that worships sea monkeys.
Por que essa abraçadeira? Dei uma volta completa. Pensei que era uma passagem para o cemitério. O que também, no meu caso, não seria legal. Por que correndo tanto? E aqui é onde ele já esteve, né? Ele dá uma volta completa. A única coisa que ele tem é uma abraçadeira. E como é que ele faz o cara sair daí? Usar lá nas armas e nas armaduras. Ah, tem uma coisa lá em cima.
That's an odd place for a vase. I wonder if I could use it as a distraction. This gargoyle's only got one eye, and it looks removable.
É, não era uma câmera que a Bá falou.
This gemstone's small, but it's very dense and heavy.
Uma pedra preciosa, pequena, densa e pesada. Então ele vai jogar essa pedra no vaso para quebrar o vaso, o cara sair. E daí ele troca o cigarro no cinzeiro. Tudo isso muito rapidamente.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Não, não é jogar essa bola. Mas é a única coisa que ele tem.
Well, that's not gonna work. 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 Well, that's not gonna work.
Estilingue nas armas? Ele já disse que não pode pegar nenhuma arma. De todo modo, não tem mesmo.
Oh, poor guy. That's a pretty small leaf. Well, any cult that worships sea monkeys can't be all bad. Bread, milk, taco sauce. Damn! I know I'm forgetting something. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work.
Não importa onde a gente esteja, volta aqui.
Even the chandelier looks evil. It's the chameleon. Looks like he's enjoying his rich imported cigarette. Maybe I can get him to stop smoking permanently. First I'll have to create some sort of a smoke screen to get him out of the main room. That roaring fire makes me wish I'd brought fixins for s'mores.
Jogar alguma coisa na lareira, então, para fazer uma fumaceira aí.
Looks like a comfy chair. All I need now is a big screen TV and some tortilla chips. The chameleon has Elena in a laser field. The effect of the beam is probably keeping her sedated. With the chameleon out of the way, I can find out how to shut it off.
Só falta fazer o camaleão cair fora.
I almost bought some chairs just like these at my neighbor's garage sale. Great columns.
Tem alguma coisa aqui na outra parede.
Looks like a perfectly harmless bungee cord. It's probably used by the cult as some kind of diabolical torture device.
Uma correia. Essa sim, então, vai usar com a pedra. Não. Agora entendi. Fez o estilingue aqui. E a munição. Qual era meu grande plano mesmo? Atirar ali e sair correndo. Pra cá. Mas como é que antes ele conseguia mirar ali e agora não? Você não foi lá olhar? Será que eu tenho que voltar tudo aqui e entrar pela entrada principal lá?
The chameleon has Elena in a laser field. The effect of the beam is probably keeping her sedated. With the chameleon out of the way, I can find out how to shut it off.
Cigarro rápido?
Okay, the cigarette's in place. Now if you'll just go for it. Yeah, here he comes. Come on. Come on. Over to the table for some real smoking enjoyment. He's got it. That's it. Smoke away, sucker. Gotcha.
Delícia!
Didn't anyone ever tell you these things can kill you?
O Ministério da Saúde adverte.
I underestimated you, Murphy. Viral powder in my cigarette. Very clever. You're a worthy opponent.
Well, you know, I think the world would be a much nicer place without people like you. People who go around stuffing other people's heads into water coolers.
But you've accomplished nothing. Except now, I'll be a martyr in the new order. And you'll die with all the other vermin in the great alluvion. And when the earth has returned to a state of perfection, and the purified races return after the waiting, my name will live forever.
Yeah, I guess that's good in theory. Too bad you won't be around to enjoy it.
Death means nothing. I would die 1,000 times to help fulfill the sacred prophecy. Enjoy your victory while you can, Murphy. Tomorrow night, you will die.
I caught a lucky break getting rid of the chameleon this easy. Death is always an ugly business, but if anyone deserved it, he did. Now I've got to get Elena out of the force field. Renaissance couple returning an overdue library book. I won't be needing this ashtray. This whole incident has almost convinced me to stop smoking.
Tem alguma coisa aqui na lareira?
That roaring fire makes me wish I'd brought fixins for some s'mores.
Tem alguma coisa brilhando lá dentro.
That roaring fire makes me wish I'd brought fixins for some s'mores.
Mas acho que não é nada do jogo.
This is Peter loaning Paul his Sgt. Pepper's album. Bread, milk, taco.
Ah, ele falou isso porque era a lista de compras na mão do frade. E essa folha é muito pequena. Do outro lado tem a moça, Eva.
Apparently the artist forgot to paint on the other two leaves.
Nada para pegar, nada para interagir.
A shield. Reminds me of my deodorant soap. Being a man doesn't mean you have to smell like one.
Mover. Agora vai ter algum código que eu jamais vou saber qual é. Ah não, só liga e desliga.
I've always enjoyed flipping switches, especially when I'm not absolutely certain what the switch does.
Tex! I knew you'd come. That monster came to the motel. He looked just like you. So I opened the door. He must have knocked me out. It was terrible, the things he said to me. Oh, Tex, hold me. Kiss me.
É o herói. Rechaço com educação, halitoses com humor ou lema de detetive. Rechaçar com educação. Ela não sabia que era ele, mas é um jogo, né? E ela nem pôde ver o metamorfo morto. A não ser que ela estivesse só fingindo que estava dormindo ali. Lema de detetive.
Sorry, Elena. But like I was told long ago, guns don't kill detectives. Love does. Besides, every time I look at you, I can't help but think of your sister, and that gives me a stomachache.
But Tex, I think I'm in love with you.
Giro para passar despercebido, um amor cínico, preocupado pela genética. Não tem nenhuma opção boa aqui. Uma volta para passar despercebido, acho que é o menos mal.
Look, I'm not your type, sweetie. Just ask your sister.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to make you stay?
Do you play Twisty? Never mind.
Desculpa piedosa, preocupação ética, romper educadamente.
Look, don't get me wrong, Elena. I think you're as cute as a button. But right now, I got a job to do, and I've got to do it alone. Unless I stop the cult from executing their plan, we're all gonna be toast.
Men worth having are always running off. Maybe it wouldn't work out for us anyway. If they don't kill you, let me buy you a drink. I owe you a big one.
Magnânimo, idiota com soda, ansioso por ir. Mas por ir ao encontro com ela? Não, para ir para o trabalho. Seja magnânimo.
Look, Elena, you don't owe me a thing. But maybe you could help me, because what I really need right now is a good lead.
The chameleon said that he was supposed to meet up with someone named Feral Puss at a place called the Broken Skull. Does that help?
Yeah, it does, as a matter of fact.
He summoned to his presence 1,000 hale and light-hearted friends to the deep seclusion of one of his castellated abbeys. This was an extensive and magnificent structure, the creation of the prince's own eccentric yet august taste. A strong and lofty wall girdled it in. Without was the Red Death.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Is that the final group?
Yes, brother. Everyone has arrived.
And all the provisions are stored. What about the wine? We hadn't received the shipment when I last checked the inventory.
All is in order, brother. We have sufficient supplies to take us into the next century.
Excellent. I will notify the master that everything is prepared. The celebration is set to begin at the appointed hour.
Agora eu quero ir no crânio partido extraterrestre. Não dá para gravar daqui. É um bar? Um bar de pinga. Tem mais bar de pinga do que igreja nesses jogos do Tex Murphy. Minha sogra não ia gostar.
The way station is small, with a diameter of maybe 5,000 meters. I have no problem finding the Broken Skull, which turns out to be a typical off-world saloon. The kind of place where all the booze is watered down, the prices are triple, and the waitresses all have fresh stitches on their foreheads. It's strangely quiet, though, and the dame behind the bar looks like she'd just as soon cut my throat as pour me a drink.
So what'll you have?
Dar vil suborno, pedir uma bebida para homens, fazer sinal.
So, what do you got there, sweetheart?
Call me sweetheart again and I'll tear your throat out. Now what do you want?
Tá certa ela. Piada com efetivo, jogar duro, desculpas com cara ruim. Fazer uma piada, uma gracinha muito sem graça, né, seu moço?
You take out-of-state cash?
We'll take any cash with the Made in the USA logo on it.
Suborno casual, suborno sem sentido ou suborno sórdido? Sórdido, claro.
I bet you'd do a lot for $100. How about answering a few questions?
Put your money where your mouth is, Rockefeller.
Eu não tenho dinheiro no inventário. Ah, cartão de crédito? Ah, bilhete de $100. Eu nunca peguei bilhete de $100. Ou aonde eu peguei? Foi a condessa que me deu esse dinheiro, será?
Okay, moneybags. One question.
Uma não. Que? Soltar um nome de farol interessado no transporte, informação sobre agente da GRS. Se gastou todo o meu dinheiro, qualquer uma dessas perguntas tem que dar a mesma resposta para seguir o jogo, né?
Can you help me find a ride to the Moonchild?
Do you have the token?
Inculto, ignorante, indignante. Ignorante.
Let me check. No, I must be in my other overcoat.
Look, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe you're one of us and maybe you're just an idiot. Go find your token. If you come back here without it, don't plan on leaving.
Viajar para o motel da rodovia. A Lina vai pensar que eu mudei de ideia, mas eu só quero a senha.
Did you forget something?
Ah, não fica brava comigo, fui bonzinho com você. Perguntar sobre... Feral Plus?
Sorry, I don't know about that.
Eu nunca pude conversar com ela sobre nada, né?
Wish I could help you.
Lowell Percival, do Martian Memorandum.
Mr. Percival made donations to GRS, but I never saw him there. I'm not familiar with that.
Você mesmo.
I'm a grown-up girl now. I wish we could have renewed our acquaintance under better circumstances. GRS stands for Genetic Research Systems. It's a parent company made up of 6 smaller groups. I worked for Marcus Tucker in GDC, Genetic Disease Control. Murray's a hot-headed jerk, but he's brilliant. I heard a rumor that he was reprimanded for conducting unethical experiments some time ago, but he's too good to let go. Ava was hired about 6 months ago. I tried to get to know her, but she was never too friendly with me.
Como não? Ela tentou te alertar que estava correndo perigo.
Sorry, I don't know about that. He was all right to work for, but kept to himself. The chameleon said something about using an old silver dollar as a token. I don't know where you could find one. They're so rare.
Onde eu posso conseguir $1 de prata? Na loja de penhores? Vou na loja de penhores. Rust. Rust não. Rook.
What now, Murphy? Yeah, I've got a couple of old Susan B. Anthony silver dollars in my coin collection. They're pretty expensive. I guess I do owe you something.
Ah, peguei. O $1 de prata. Agora eu posso voltar, então?
Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, it went through the wash, but I think it'll work.
Well, let's see it. I haven't got all day. Okay. Go knock on that door and say Jax or better. The man you need to see is in there.
I walk down a hall and look at the name tag on the door. Feral Puss. Must be a charming guy. I call out the password and a gravelly, grating voice calls loudly for me to come in. As I step into the back room, I'm blasted by an aromatic wave of cigar smoke, alcohol, fish, and body sweat. Combination almost knocks me out. The room is empty except for a bloated hog of a man who seems to be the source of all the foul odors.
I ain't seen you here before. Who the hell are you?
elefante numa loja de porcelana, amistoso mais ou menos, uma piada ruim, uma gracinha muito sem graça, uma gracinha muito sem graça.
Hey, call me whatever you want, but don't call me late for the purification.
You bluff a lot, don't you, Tex? I like that in a man.
You know, Mr. Puss, it's not only rude, but it's also illegal to point a Lester flame rod at a total stranger.
Ha ha, you're not a total stranger. I've been waiting for you for a while now. Though I thought you was gonna come up with that chameleon.
So you're disappointed the chameleon isn't here, huh? Why? Was he your girlfriend?
Hell, I ought to blow your head off right now. But I ain't gonna. I like watching you sweat.
You know, I bet you do. Probably makes your own body odor less noticeable.
Watch your mouth, boy, or I'll blow your damn head off. My boss told me that when you got here, I should take care of you. Now sit down!
Well, great. I'd like a Mai Tai with 2 umbrellas and a nice plate of those cocktail weenies.
I don't think so. I think you wanted me to slit your throat. But there ain't no sport in that. So I'm gonna give you a chance to beat the odds.
Oh, I've beaten a few odds in my time.
I'll guarantee you haven't beaten this. I call it the Farrellette table. 3 of them balls are hollow, and there's a spy drone in each one. They're little robotic arachnids with nasty stingers.
Well, dare I ask what's in the 4th ball?
Inside that one is part of a ticket to the Moonchild. I'll mix them around. Then you just have to pick the ball with the ticket and open it up. Do that 4 times, and I'll take you to the Moonchild.
Sounds like the old shell game to me.
Close enough. Here's the ball with the ticket. Let's play. Okay, pick a ball. Any ball.
Como é que eu vou saber qual é?
Finish up this lousy shell game and let's get on with it.
Close enough. Okay, pick a ball. Any ball.
Nordeste.
Beginner's luck. Let's see how you do this time.
Central.
Damn it! I guess I need to speed up the balls a little bit. Well, 3rd time's the charm. For me.
Sul.
Lucky today, aren't we? I can't wait to see a spy drone tear your head off. No one's gotten this far before, Murphy. It'd be a real shame if you screwed up now.
Sul de novo.
Damn you, Murphy! I wanted to see you die! But we did make a deal. I'm taking a few people up to the Moonchild in a couple of hours. You can go with us. I have some business to take care of. Wait at the bar until we leave. Drinks are on me. Be sure to ask for the house special. It's my favorite.
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
Thanks. Make it bourbon, neat. So, when we leaving?
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
Educadamente curioso, pronto para a ação, engano de seita.
What is the purification?
You don't know? The purification is the foundation of the Brotherhood. You're not really one of us, are you? I'm afraid you won't be coming with us.
I shouldn't have to remind you, Murphy. Never underestimate a woman with an attitude.
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
No thanks. Maybe later.
Oh, come on. Where are you gonna go? We'll be leaving for the Promised Land pretty soon.
Ah, the Promised Land. Should be quite a party. So when are we leaving?
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
Agora ele não pode ser curioso, pode ser pronto.
Yeah, sounds like fun. By the way, Farrell told me to ask about the house special.
Oh, really? Well, Farrell's always been partial to the house special. Here you go.
Tradicional brinde de detetive, convidá-la a unir-se, mudar de parecer.
Thanks, sister. Well, here's mud in your eye.
So, you're Tex Murphy. Well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty night!
Dia 6.
The figure was tall and gaunt, and in the costume and bearing of the stranger neither wit nor propriety existed. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless which cannot be touched without emotion. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made.
I must have died and gone to heaven. Except I don't think people in heaven have raging hangovers. I must be on the Moonchild. I have to admit, it is incredible. I could get used to living in a place like this. I've never seen anything so beautiful. What's that sound? Something's coming this way.
Wake up, Mr. Murphy. We'll have no sleeping through the greatest event in the history of the world. I'm so glad you could join us on this sacred day. Maybe you don't recognize me. It has been some time. Lowell Percival, at your service. You did a job for me on Mars a few years back. Cleverness, tenacity, both then and now, have shown me that you belong here. In fact, I need to thank you for securing the statuette for us. The flawless crystal and the symbolic purity of the dove are the foundation of our beliefs. Our sacred text has said that our destiny would be secure only if we had the statuette in our possession. We are deeply in your debt. In an hour or so, we will fulfill an ancient prophecy, specifically the purification by means of the Great Alluvion. It is a fabulous name for a somewhat nasty process. Those creative minds at GRS worked extra hard for a long time to make our prophecy a reality. It was quite a challenge to come up with a plan that would match the details of the Great Alluvion as it is described in our sacred text. Cost me a fortune. Now everything's prepared. At midnight, I will become the savior of our dying world. The earth has become a rotting shell, inhabited by a mongrel breed of half-humans that infest the pure races with their filthy, mutated genes. Is that to be the fate of mankind? The earth must be thoroughly cleansed for mankind to be saved. Soon, we'll release the seeds of purification, the great alluvion, the baptism of fire, which follows will destroy all life on earth. But from the ashes will arise a glorious new age. In keeping with the sacred prophecies, we'll wait 40 years here on the Moon Child. Then our genetically pure children will return to a world that, like them, is clean and unspoiled. Though I may not live to see it, I will die peacefully, knowing that I have given mankind a purified world. I designed this Moon Child to be the Ark of humanity, but it is also a splendid place to spend the next 40 years. We have it all here: aquariums, aviaries, zoos with animals of all kinds, forests, rivers, mountains, nightclubs, ballparks, everything you could ever want. And the people, only the creme de la creme: architects, bankers, doctors, artists, musicians, and a former president. And as for the women, they're all beautiful, intelligent, accomplished. 1,000 men, women, and children, all bound together by belief and purpose, a desire to create a world free of imperfections, a society of harmony, peace, without fear, without crime. Share in our dream, Mr. Murphy. You have less than an hour to decide. I can't allow you to attend the big purification party, but I'll be down to see you right after. I'm sure you'll agree that your options are limited.
So, Lowell Percival is behind all this. His offer is tempting. It sounds like paradise. And there's probably no way to stop the cult now, so maybe I should just make the best of it. Hold on, Murphy. Don't forget what they've got in mind. They intend to wipe out every person that doesn't have to meet their standards. I wouldn't last very long in a club like this. I could never be part of their brotherhood. I've got to find a way to stop them, but I'm gonna need some help. If Ava Shansi is still alive and I can find her, the two of us might be able to figure something out. Maybe it's too late, but I've got to do something. I looked through the pockets of my overcoat, but they've taken everything. All I've got left is the watch I found at the Countess mansion. Could be a lot worse, though. At least they didn't find the winter chip.
Essa coisa de deixar todo mundo hibernando para depois sair para o mundo recomposto, revivido e puro, tem algo a ver com Horizon Zero Dawn também. Um parentesco distante. Então hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.